Hello, everyone! First things first, can you hear me okay? And can you hear the background music okay? Can you hear everything okay? Loud and clear, everything works? You can hear both things? You can hear Xenoblade 2's joyous music in the background, you can hear me? Yes, okay. Okay, yes! Hey guys, how's it going? I'm streaming on the new PC! Do you know that meme of like the guy just like lifting his arms in the air and breaking those chains? I consider commissioning that specifically for this purpose, but yeah, that's how I feel right now. As of today, February 7th, 2026, every single other stream that I have ever done on my channel was on my old Mac. This is the first one on my new PC. RIP to my old Mac. It has served its purpose very well. I haven't gotten rid of it yet. It's currently sitting on the floor near me. I still have to go in there every now and then to transfer over files I missed, so I'll probably be holding it on for a while too as like a backup in case. But yes, I have the new PC. I love my little Mac, but it has served its purpose. It stopped getting updated years ago. It took 15 minutes to turn on. It was fine. So now, this is the first stream we are doing on a new PC. And I've had a lot to learn over the past couple of days. Using Windows for the first time, that was quite a challenge. Just because of all the muscle memory of like, oh, this is not at all how, Hold on, let me turn down the background music so I can talk to y'all better. Even earlier today, I was like, let me take a screenshot. Oh no, the screenshot buttons are different. Congratulations on the 5... Congratulations on the 5-stream watch streak, Psycrafter. I know that cough makes it sound like I'm tearing up. I'm not. Allergies are hitting me right now, just because of all the weather going back and forth. But yes! I'm not sure how I feel about Windows. There are some things that I already prefer Mac more. Like, I hate how thin the font is on a Windows computer versus a Mac. Makes everything harder to see. That is something I will say Mac is immediately better at, but ultimately, for gaming and for work-related purposes, I needed a PC. So a PC I got. My goodness, it took forever. Okay, so, timeline here. You may recall a few weeks ago, I said, hey guys, stream might be spotty because I'm working on my new PC. So, I tried to get some friends over. Of course, all of my friends are in college and busy, so one of them finally is able to come over for a few hours that Thursday. I kind of regret not streaming that Monday, to be honest with you, because I could have very easily. I wasn't doing anything, and I hadn't begun the process of switching over yet, but yeah, so I do that, I start setting aside, ready to move all my files, I'm ready to go. Thursday comes, we start building it. Immediately run into problems. Turns out, I knew building a PC would be really hard. It was really even harder than I thought it would be. First of all, no one told me about, I did not know until I looked up a video. Oh, hey AJM Mac, how are you doing today? We got 2 games on the list today, Psycrafter, but I wanted to talk about my new PC first, so we'll get to that shortly, but that will be a surprise. But yes, so timeline, I finally Thursday, I get ready, had to learn some stuff last second. I did not realize static electricity was that big of a concern. Because I was all prepared to have my PC just sitting on my carpeted floor. So I had to last second change all of that, be careful about that. My friend comes over, we start installing everything, we get the motherboard in, we go to put the CPU on. the thermal paste has gone bad. That came with the CPU, so we had to run out to Best Buy and get some thermal paste last second. We mount the motherboard, we mount the CPU, we get the CPU cooler on. CPU cooler, by the way, does not fit quite over the RAM, so it's gonna look a little wonky, but we get all of that together. But then my friend, God bless her, she had to leave. Shout out to my friend Chloe for helping me with this. Lifesaver, but... So, then I spend the next 2 days afterward trying to see if any other friends can do it. Nobody can, so I'm like... On the following Monday, keep in mind it's been 8 days since I said I would stop streaming, I go, alright, fine, I'll do it myself. So I go and decide to do everything else. I put in the GPU, I put in the power supply. Those parts are easy. Those are fairly easy. The wiring is what sucks. Just getting those tiny little cables and those tiny little pins in a specific order, that was frustrating. I had to stop at certain points because I got so stressed I was afraid I was going to start dripping sweat onto the motherboard. But all that to say, I finish it, try to get it to post, it doesn't post. I go for all the tech, I go for all the cables again, can't post, won't turn on, nothing. Even the fan won't turn on. At that point, I give up. I look for local places that can pick up my PC to take a look at it, just to see if, because I figure, oh, I put in some cables wrong. Find a place, take it on Wednesday. It has now been 10 days since I said I was going to go offline to do my PC. Take it there. They say they'll check it over and get back to me the next day. They get back to me the next day. They think I have installed several things incorrectly, which sucks, but that will upgrade my cost to an installation fee. So I say, that's fine. So they do that. 2 days later, on Saturday, we are now 13 days since I said I was going offline. They gave me a call. They figured out why I wasn't posting. It wasn't because of anything improperly I attached, although I did attach a few things improperly. Those would have been easy fixes. My motherboard that I had gotten was defective. The entire motherboard was just defective. So all that worrying about don't damage the motherboard, be careful with it, it was broken out of the factory. So they ordered me a new motherboard of the exact same variety. That took another 2 days. On Tuesday, this is now 16 days since I said I was going offline. It was done. So then they had me come in and get it. I finally get it on this Wednesday, like 4 days ago. And that is why it took me 3 weeks to stream. That is why it took 3 weeks for me at my new computer to get ready. So it took a lot. I think next time if I get a PC, I'm just gonna get a pre-built. Because I understand the appeal of building your own PC, especially if you want to customize it a lot. And it's also cheaper, but oh man, I don't know if I ever want to go through that again. But yeah, that is the PC arc that was happening behind the scenes for the past 3 weeks. And that is why I did not post much of anything for the past 3 weeks, other than when I had to do an offline stream reacting to the Tomodachi Live Direct. That's up on my YouTube channel, by the way. Yeah. But yes, so that is my PC. It is currently not sitting on like a carpeted floor. I currently have some wooden pieces that my father provided for me that it's just sitting on to be just off the floor. But let me go ahead and show you the PC specs, shall we? But you know how to make another later on. True, true. But yes, it was a very stressful experience. It was painful going through every Monday and Thursday knowing I had the time to stream, but not the means. Worst thing is, I feel bad for everyone who is really who've been following the Xenoblade streams, because the past 2 streams prior, we were grinding for the finale, and then 3 weeks go by. with no new Xenoblade, right before the finale. We will be doing Xenoblade on Monday, for the record. That is the plan right now, is to do Xenoblade this Monday, so for those of you who are waiting, you don't have to wait much longer. I am very much aware we need to get back to Xenoblade. I've actually got a lot of games on my plate this month just to catch up from like the 2 or 3 weeks that I was gone, but anyways, let me go ahead and pull up this nifty little image that I definitely didn't spend 20 minutes before stream working on, hastily putting together. And I just realized I forgot to add the mic audio source to my new stream. So I've just been yapping to you this entire time. Oh gosh. Okay, can you hear me now? Okay, yeah, no, I forgot to add the source. I remember to add the source for the frickin' Xenoblade background to this last second window I made. Because I made this 20 minutes before stream. I completely forgot to add this, but yes. But yes, behold, this is an actual cross-section of my PC that the Wojaks are helpfully directing you to. And in the bottom right corner, that is my specs as listed by PC Part Picker. Shout out to the random guy on Reddit who, when I posted a meme joking, hey guys, what is a build I can get for under $1,000, who actually gave me the PC Part Picker list that I followed mostly religiously. But yes, that is the part list I got. Barring one change, the CPU cooler. I got, was originally the one there is an RGB one. I did not get that. I got a regular black one because, and this might be a hot take amongst the PC gaming community, I don't like RGB lighting. Just never have. I'm more of a natural sunlight kind of guy. I never thought like, ooh, the inside of your PC, it glows. It's like, why do I want to look at the inside of my PC when I play? I want to look at the game, or what's on my screen. So, no, I got the black CPU cooler. I got the black case as well. Didn't get anything RGB until I found out that, the RAM had RGB in it, and then I was like, oh, and I didn't realize that until I plugged it in, and suddenly it was glowing. So yeah, I have one single glowy RGB bit on the entirety of my otherwise black matte computer. But yeah, natural sunlight is better for the jam with it. Indeed it is. Indeed it is, Atlas. Let me see if I can pull up the specs real quick, just to read them off for posterity's sake, for those who are listening. For the CPU, we have an AMD Ryzen 5 9600X. You can tell by the way I'm reading these off that I have no idea what these numbers mean, or which one is better or which one is not. From what I've been told by my PC friends, this is a fairly mid-range PC, which, honestly, I do not need fancy graphics. I do not need to worry about that too much, because I never have, and I'm not planning on playing very graphically intensive games, so this works fine. So I've got that. The CPU cooler is a Thermalite cooler, as mentioned. Motherboard is an ASRock B850M Pro A Wi-Fi. Well, I assume the second one that the store gave me is also that. I don't know for sure, but the defective one was that. The RAM was a Patriot Viper Venom 32 gigabytes. And I should mention for the RAM, I got this RAM, because I bought this piecemeal over the past few months. I bought the RAM like a week before like all the AI stuff came out and the RAM prices started skyrocketing. I got like the last plane out of Saigon with that one. I will say I got very lucky that I bought my RAM when I did. Yeah, even looking at it right now, the RAM says it's, on PC Part Picker, says it's $440. I think I paid like $100 less than that, and that was 2 months ago. So yeah. Storage is a Clev CRAS, solid state drive. The PC Part Picker guy gave me 2 terabytes. I splurged for 4, just because my videos take up a lot of room. Video card, an ASRock Challenger OC Radeon RX 96 XT 16 gigabytes. I'm gonna pretend I know what that means. And of course my case is Montech. And my power supply is a Thermaltake Tough Power GF1 fully module. So there we go! I'm gonna pretend like I knew exactly what I was saying for all of those words. Hey, Fleece, how's it going? Lucky man, lucky is not the word to describe it. This, I think all in all, this cost me, around, between the sending it to the shop and all this, cost about $1,500, so it was a lot of saving and grinding behind the scenes, but I did it for you, chat. I did it for you. Well, and for work. And just basic computer needs, but all for you, chat. But yeah, also, you may note a couple other things to note. Hilariously, you may have noticed that the operating system that I got installed on there, because it did not come, the chip did not come with one. I just got Windows 10 installed, despite the fact that Windows 10 stopped getting updates 6 months ago. Honestly, that was just a move of just, I keep hearing horror stories about Windows 11 breaking everything for everyone all the time, and AI getting shoved into every place all the time, so I was just like, you know what, you can always, Microsoft lets you upgrade to Windows 11 at any time for free, so I'm just gonna use Windows 10 until Microsoft gets their crap together, or until the SteamOS comes out. But yeah, so I'll just have to be careful with security. But yeah, other notes, fun anecdotes, I'm still gonna have to get some other pieces for this PC, still have to get, Microsoft Office, still have to get a new hard drive, because I have a 1 terabyte external hard drive that I was planning on using as a backup for this computer. I go to plug it in yesterday, and apparently it suffered a critical hardware failure since I last used it, so that's basically a paperweight at this point. Right now I'm just having my Mac serve as my backup until I can get a proper hard drive. But yeah, also, while I splurged on the computer itself, I didn't splurge on anything else. Because I cobbled together my monitor, my mouse, and my keyboard last second. My mouse is literally a $4 USB mouse that I borrowed from my dad when he moved offices and brought one of his mice home. I just took one of those. So this is a Dell something. It's the one with like the red laser in it. So if I had to guess, this mouse is like 20 years old, but it does the job perfectly fine. The keyboard is literally, I literally just unplugged the keyboard from my Mac and plugged it into my new PC, and it works fine. You just gotta remember like the Windows button is the command button on this mouse keyboard, and it works fine. And as for my monitor, one of my other IRL friends, Matthew, donated me this computer monitor for 30 bucks. It was an old one he had lying around, and fun fact, it is old enough that the output, although it's a regular widescreen and everything, is 720p. Since switching to this, I've upgraded stream output for you guys for 1080p. So fun fact, what you are seeing on Twitch right now is higher quality than what I am seeing when I play the games and such. Very funny how that worked out, but again, I'm not too big of a graphics guy. I don't really care about 720 versus 1080. So that works just fine for the jam. Is there anything else to... Oh yes, an unintended consequence of this, and you may notice it, I apologize. For some reason, my microphone is a lot more sensitive now that it's plugged into my PC versus my Mac. I do not know how that happened. But yeah, I had to take a lot of extra precautions to make it quieter. So I apologize if you get weird feedback and stuff. I am trying to work on that. So you may hear a lot of my chair creaks and me moving around more in my seat. I apologize for that. Alright, I think I've yapped about everything I can about the PC. I'm just so happy I got it, guys. It's such a weight off my shoulders, and we will be doing a lot more fun things. We've got a collab planned at 8 p.m. with some of the lads. Off the top of my head, the people who will be joining us include the Atlas Kettle, the Redactyl, the Fleece, the Psycrafter, and we may even get an appearance from a first-time collaborator, Majid Maki. She may be joining us because we will be doing Golf with Your Friends in a little over an hour from now. But until then, I want to show you guys another game because I have had, since I decided to get a new PC and go through these new PC chronicles, I have decided that there is a specific game I had in mind that I wanted to play as a first game because I saw this, I knew it wouldn't work on Mac, so I wanted to give this game a shot first. Now you may be thinking, what high-tech advanced game does Jam want to play for his first ever game on his new PC? What graphically intensive, story-driven game could he not wait to play and he's wanted to play for 6 months? Well, let me show you, chat. Welcome to Papa's Pizzeria Deluxe! I am not kidding, this is legitimately the game. Hey Red, how's it going? Welcome to stream. Yeah, so fun fact, hold on, let me adjust the volume. I feel like it's a little loud. There we go. So, fun fact, this is a remake of the Flash game from back in the day by the same guys. It's on Steam for like $5. I've wanted to play it for months because the old ones were my childhood. I've played them several times on stream before. They were only compatible with Windows for some reason, so I wasn't even joking when I said I was waiting months to be able to play this, so. But yes, that is what we are playing. Also, as you can see, I am taking advantage of my graphics being a little better. Well, my performance being a little better, and I currently have my Discord chat up, like my little PNG tuber up. I plan on doing this for all of my single player streams going forward, even when I'm not collabing with anyone. I wanted to do it beforehand, but I could not just because my computer had trouble running anything more than OBS at once, so. But now this gaming PC can do it just fine, so I will have this up. Previously I only had it up for like multiplayer collab streams, but now I plan to have it for single player. Just so we get some more interesting reactions. But anyways, let's go ahead and get right into it. But yeah, until our collab starts at 8 p.m., we will be playing this. Alright, let's get going. Full disclosure, I do not know all of the changes that were made between the previous game and this one, so we shall find out. Papa's Pizzeria was the first game they released, I believe. So, the first ever game, and it was very rudimentary compared to the others, so there's a lot to go up from there. Especially since a lot of the Papa's Pizzeria games, if you were playing through like the whole series like I was, every game got a bunch of different upgrades to the point where it was barely recognizable, in the sense that they just kept having more and more content. So I would love it. So I'm hoping this means like the old game is getting just as much content as like the newer ones were. We got Roy, Joy, or a custom worker. Yeah, I'm feeling Roy. Roy's promotion. So is this story the exact same as the original? Oh, I just realized there's like the me talking in the corner for Discord. I may have to figure out how to get rid of that overlay low-key later on, just because I already have this. Okay, so the story is exactly the same as the game, where the first original game, where it's just like, it's your problem now. Welcome to Papa's Pizzeria. Let's get started with training. Alright, this is a little different. Okay, so, you can choose crust now. That's already a big improvement. And sauces. Wait until the meter is centered and click the classic marinara button. The classic marinara, mamma mia! Oh, that's convenient. Oh, and you get different cheeses as well. Nice. Alright, and then the toppings basically work like they did earlier, although the graphics have definitely improved. Obviously, they're still Flash-based, but they're a lot cleaner and crisper. I like that. I'm glad the oven looks just as weird and bubbly as it did last time. Wait until the dial matches the symbol on the ticket. Okay. Wait, so people can have, like, their pizzas al dente? I don't know if I'd want to eat an al dente pizza, man. Alright, this is how the cutting works, the same as before. Yes! Yes! Split it wide open, Raiden! Kingsley just got himself the Chuck E. Cheese. Oh, tickets are here again. I just saw that. Hello, Elle. You can tell this is new again, because she's not one of the classic Papa Louie characters. Alright. So obviously pay attention to what side they want it on. I just realized this is beef, isn't it? Could you recreate none pizza left beef? Oh no, wait, you can't because you have to put sauce and cheese on it. I was about to say, Oh, I forgot I still do not have a lurk command read. Maybe that's something. Chat, since I have the new PC and I can do all sorts of new things now that I simply couldn't on my Mac, what are some things you would like me, as your resident streamer entertaining the masses, what would you like me to do? Is there anything like you would like to see from this channel in 2026 that you would like to see me add or do in general? Not necessarily just games and stuff, but like stuff like adding a lurk button or stuff like that, quality of life features that you guys would appreciate. Because I want to entertain you guys, and I want to make the stream the best that it can be. Add dance? I'm not sure how I'll add dance. I'll look into it. I guess animated emotes. Why is Mitch's Mess in every game that has the carnival games? I don't like this game. Why do they keep bringing it back? I will say I'm glad that this is basically just a Papa's Pizzeria with all the newer games, like fun features and stuff. So yeah, very much like this. Where's the celery? I got streamer brain. I can't find the celery. There we go. I think you should get with whoever made your PNG and get them to make a GIF for a reactive Discord that blinks and opens its mouth. You know, that actually makes sense. Getting one that also blinks. Yeah, I could get that. Or maybe set up as a GIF. I didn't know you could... I forgot you could set up GIFs as reactive stuff. So yeah, I'll have to talk with Atlas Kettle, who is in chat and is my primary artist for various Twitch assets. Yeah, maybe you can work something out there. I already have some new emotes in mind that I'm going to be commissioning in the near future anyways, so... But yeah, if there is any suggestions you guys have, like, but like genuine suggestions, not like just not something stupid like play League of Legends all the time. If you have like anything you think that can make the streams better, just let me know, either here or in the Discord. Because again, my main goal is to entertain the masses, so anything that I can do to help entertain them, I would like to do. So, if the holidays are back, that's good. Okay. Oh, the stickers! This is like the achievement thing. And these are all the customers. There are 151 in this game, my goodness. This is Elle, her favorite holiday is Valentine's Day. His favorite is New Year's, kinda lame. And this is the recipes ingredients list. We can also change up Roy's clothing. We can make Roy cool. Oh, right! I forgot, like, the parade they have, and you unlock more and more parade stuff as you go through the game. We have not unlocked much. Oh, interesting! This is something new that I don't think they've added in any game. This is a brand new thing. Okay. You can look through like the previous day's score, and you can see like stats for each customer. Okay, yeah, and like where you did wrong, like didn't add quite enough classic marinara. Okay, that's interesting. Patch notes, basically. I guess if you're like a competitive Papa's Pizzeria player and you want to know where you messed up. And then everything else is here. Okay. Just a journal. Oh, special orders are back. That's great. Very fun. Oh yeah, I forgot. This is these are the two creators of it. This is their OCs that they've had in every game. So these guys will actually show up as customers. A couple of the characters in this game are based on actual people who've worked at Flipline Studios. But yeah, these two guys are basically the ones that make every game. They've suspiciously looked like this since 2008 when the first game came out. I suspect they're not showing what their actual age is like now. But yeah, anyways, is there anything we can get in the shop? What are the holidays for this one? Because they change these up every time. I'm working my way through the notes for Gen Monty, only halfway through season 3 of 5. Oh, goodness. So we have New Year's, Valentine's, Lucky Lucky Matsuri. As an Orlando resident, I approve of the word Matsuri. Big Top Carnival. Ooh. No Easter, strangely. I guess Easter's not a pizza thing, I guess. Cinco de Mayo, Summer Luau, Starlight Barbecue, Bereava Fest, Maple... How are they going to add maple to... Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas. Okay, they change these up from time to time. Again, they usually have St. Patrick's Day and Easter, but I guess they replace those. But yeah, anyways, there's nowhere to go but up, so let us continue. Oh, great, Janana. Banana pepper. Okay, I was gonna say, how do they incorporate banana here? Because they have a theme with some of these characters, especially the later ones they add, where their theme is they just like one of a specific type of item. Like, Janana will always order, like, stuff with a lot of bananas in it, and, like, when you're, like, doing ice cream or baking or smoothies and stuff like that. But yeah, all of those are interesting except when you have, like, restaurants that have, like, sweet and savory foods instead. Like, here's the banana lover in a pizza restaurant. Uh-oh. They're very clever with the banana peppers. And the reverse is true as well. There's someone who really likes onions. Someone who really likes chili. I don't think they enjoy themselves very much during the ice cream games. I will say I do like me some good banana peppers. There's Rita. She was one of the people you could play as in the Burgeria, if I recall correctly. I don't have a timer yet for... Oh! I messed that up. I don't have the timer yet for the burger, for the oven, so that will have to be a concern. Yeah, I got time. Alright, not the most even slices, but it'll do. Season 4 has the most episodes at 22 over the usual 12 and 13. Interesting. I wonder why they bumped it up just for that. Hello, Tim. Okay, interesting. This is a very rearrangement you got on your pizza here, Tim. Oh, my fan just turned on my computer. Guess the power of the pizzeria is pushing it to the limit. That pepper smile, yeah. Yeah, this is the onion person I was talking about. So Sarge Fan is one of the 7 closers. They vary that. Sometimes a customer that was a closer in one game will just be a regular customer in a later game, and vice versa. I wonder if Quinn will be a closer this time. Or will they finally let her leave? Oh. Alright, Tim's pizza is going to be a little extra crispy. In my opinion, if you're making a personal pizza, 6-cut is the way to go. Oh, I just realized this is perfect timing, Chad. I almost forgot. I'm going to have to post a picture of this in the Discord. I went to a bookstore of my friends earlier today, and I found the most stupendous find. The most stupendous find. A Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cookbook. And it's all pizza themed. It's a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cookbook, and it is all pizza. Literally every recipe is pizza related. It's beautiful. I've never even watched that much Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. But the second I saw that, I was like, I must. Admittedly, I need to see more Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I watched about half a season's worth of the 2012 cartoon. And I watched the Batman Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles crossover, and that's about it. But even still, I knew, like, the glory of that. Like, oh no, I had to get that. That shows Papa's Pizzeria. Why is the building that tall? What's going on in the other 4 or 5 floors up there? Ooh, I like the gauge for the rank going up. Hope there isn't a rat-style pizza. I will get back to you. You would? I actually do have a surprising amount of cookbooks for someone who doesn't cook a lot. I also have the Avatar The Last Airbender cookbook and the Stardew Valley cookbook. Although Stardew Valley's mostly just for collection. I have made a couple recipes in the Avatar cookbook. Pay attention to the outfit. It's an ugly outfit. Chat, does this look correct? Oh, they didn't. They were not wearing gloves. Okay. Okay, no gloves. The yellow plaid pants, the brown shirt. Okay. There we go. Heck yeah. Womp womp. Hey, now. My goodness, these outfits keep getting uglier and uglier. Oh crap, what were the shoes? Which one was the shoes? We'll guess. Frick. Hold on, answering a text. Alright, let us go to the shop. Oh, you can't cook it al dente. That's interesting. Doorbell, that's always a good first thing to get. Light bake, well done alarm. Actually, low-key, might be a hot take. I like a well-done pizza when it's like a frozen pizza. Like DiGiorno or something. I like cooking it just a little bit so it gets brown on top. Not black, not burnt, but like when it gets sort of brown. So I usually cook it like 4 or 5 minutes longer than the recommended on the back of the box to get that. It makes the cheese nice and crunchy. Which I know sounds disgusting, but trust me, it's good. Gives the whole pizza a flaky crispiness. Alright, so all those to look forward to. Ooh, square cut. Got a brick oven thing going. Cronch. Atlas gets it. King of the Rings. That seems like it could be extremely dirty in the wrong context. Especially with the giant Italian sausage right next to it. Oh dear. Uh-oh. Anyways, let's leave this section and let's make pizza, shall we? Back to pizza. Hey, Johnny, what do you want? Bacon! Sounds lovely. Ooh, buffalo sauce. I've never had, like, buffalo on sauce on a pizza. One thing I've always wanted to try on a pizza, because they do make this, is Alfredo sauce. Also, interestingly, there seems to be more unlockable sauce options than cheeses. Which, personally, I'd want more cheese options if I was at, like, a pizza restaurant. Alright, bacon. Why are the bacon pieces so large? Goodness. Hope this arrangement is to his liking. Looks very scuffed, but I don't know, hopefully he's into that. Oh, hey, Penny. You worked at the Pizzeria. I don't know how I feel that I've memorized where all these people have worked in the past games. Oh, hold on. Oh, you don't have to click and drag every time. Okay. That's actually really good to know. Nice quality of life feature. Ready to go for later. Okay, good. We'll be starting that in around 45 minutes or so. But yes, chat, stay tuned because at the top of the hour we will be switching over to our second game of the evening, which is Golf with Your Friends, which we will be playing with our friends. Oh. Alright, let's go. Ooh, I apparently messed up the cutting badly. Oh, hey, Vince! Oh, special order! There we go! You finally get to do special orders. Alright, here you are, Penny. Alright, who are you? I have never seen you before. Yuko. Alright. Alright, add the cheese! Grommet the cheese! I need to watch, like, the second Wallace and Gromit movie that they just put on Netflix last year. I didn't hear anyone talk about it. I don't know if it's good or not. I hope it's good, though. I'd be so sad if it wasn't. I like Wallace and Gromit. Can you imagine, chat, ever being so excited about a pizza that you would literally fist pump it? Fist pump in the air if you received one? No, I'm wondering why you're obscuring my view! Why did you get a low score? Maybe because you were blocking my view! Goodness. Anyways. Here you go, Yuko. Also like how just the pizza box glows, like there's just a light in there. Yeah, that building's 5 floors. What's on the other floor? Is that just Roy's apartment? Bro, it's a nice place. Oh, Hotshot's in this. Hit 10 baddies. Ooh, look at them baddies. Oh, yeah. Alright, let's go again. Hey, you can hit the side at the beginning. I forgot about that. Oh, I scuffed it. I already scuffed it, chat. Oh, goodness. Thank goodness I got the corn stalks. Could you imagine? Yeah, so these are like the specials. The thing is, you have to remember what the specials are, because it won't say so on the ticket. It'll just say like Tastyville Trio, so you have to remember it. But as a consequence, you actually get more rewards. Like this, you get 1.5x tips for that. Alright, can we afford anything else? No, we cannot. Alright, let's go back into it. A Bruno Romano. Mamma mia. A rustic Romana. This accent is gonna piss off at the Italians. Mamma mia. Let me add to it by, breaking my spaghetti noodles in half and then putting the ketchup on them. By the way, to any Italians watching who are ready to write an angry comment, please know that I do not break my pasta in half. I'm not ridiculous like that. I break it into thirds. You now know someone who will not be invited to the Milan Cortana Olympics, by the way. Speaking of which, I gotta watch some of that. The opening ceremony was last night. I am quite fond of the Olympics. Oh. I messed up with the chess. cutting the pizza is definitely my least favorite part of this. I've never had a pizza cut where I felt like it came out right. Apparently back in the day in New York, they wouldn't even sell you the pizza slice. You had to do that yourself. They might still do in some places, knowing New York. Okay, so it's all everywhere. Pepperoni, mushrooms. Alright. Who's this? Amy. With all due respect to Amy, you know that one meme of that the one guy who does like all the parody songs? He did the parody song of like 2012, like Stomp Clap, like "We are young, there's a fire in our soul, we go bigger, we go home tonight." That girl looks like she would be in that music video. Amy does. Anyways. Now that I finished dissing a random character upon sight. I'm part Italian, by the way, but like the smallest amount. Well, good on you. Congratulations on knowing your heritage. I don't know much of mine because, spoiler alert, I am white. Well, technically I'm a jar of jam, but you know, let's pretend, let's say for the sake of this argument that I'm not. I have gone through my history on like Ancestry and stuff. I went back 100 years, and to a T, every single person in both sides of my extended family were white and born in the United States, dating back over 100 years. I do not have any heritage or diversity or culture outside of just generic default American. I am fully convinced now that the Mayflower, when it came over with the Pilgrims in 1620, the passengers on that voyage consisted entirely of my extended family. Oh, Rattling and Sarge Fan are closers in this game. That's interesting. They usually do one or the other. But yeah, I'm very much the opposite of interesting heritages. Thank goodness that none of that what I just said is true, and of course naturally I'm a jar of jam that gains sentience. Cause man, that would suck if it was true, am I right, chat? For a second there, I had y'all convinced I was human. Could you imagine? Oh, 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 oh. Jam breeding character tisk tisk tisk. Yeah, could you imagine? It would be a scary thought if I actually wasn't a jar of jam. That would be horrifying. Thank goodness I was lying. Ryland did wait a little bit long. That is fair. But it was still enough to get rank 4, so who cares what Ryland has to say about that. Strikeout, wow, they did not get a good selection of mini games for this one. This one's simple, just click at the right time. Okay, gotta wait. Roy is just completely violating the pitch clock for this one. There we go. There we go. This guy's shirt outfit is alarmingly red. Buffalo. Still no holiday, interesting enough. There's a phone symbol. I wonder what that entails. Alright, nothing unlocked here yet. Customers can now call to place orders for delivery. You'll need a driver, hire a driver to deliver their food. Oh, so we don't have the dining room anymore. Okay, that's interesting. Now it's just delivery. All right, let's pick Joy. She will be our Uber Eats driver. I hate Espen. I have seen Espen for all of 2 seconds, and I hate the man with a living, burning passion. What is that outfit? Get out of my store. Disgusting. Why do you look like that? Why does he look like he's about to talk about the... Why does he look like one of those random celebrities nobody cares about, like, that's doing the Times Square New Year's ball drop in New York? Oh, also I have a phone call. The phone is ringing. So this functionally works the same. It just adds a little flavor of you having 2 employees. That is quite alright, Psycrafter. You take as long as you need. We should be going for a few hours, so... I don't know how long we'll be going. Probably until I get tired, so likely around 2 to 3 hours. We'll see how I'm feeling. Part of me wants to do an extra long stream to celebrate, again, my new PC, because celebrate the occasion, but if it gets to the point where people gotta leave, then that's fine. If it gets too late and I still want to stream, we'll just come back to this game and let everybody else go off. This was a very last-second collab arrangement, too, so... The phone. The phone is ringing. The phone. The phone is ringing. The phone will be right there. The phone. The phone is ringing. There's an animal in trouble. There's an animal in trouble. There's an animal in trouble somewhere. I just realized I made Order 4 before Order 2. I was too busy singing Wonder Pets. Wonder Pets, we're on our way to help a good neighbor and save the day. We're not too big. Oh no! I Wonder Pets too close to the sun, Chad! Oh, goodness. Okay, we are cooking them way out of order. We have scuffed this. Damn you, Wonder Pets. How much more will you take from us? Ah, poor Quinn. Stuck as closer yet again. You're also forgetting that clicking is better than tracking. Yes. Yeah, it'll take a while to get used to just the auto-clicking for stuff like that. I'm used to it taking a while. The angle of that pizza just makes it look so unappetizing. Alright, we're finally cooking stuff in the right order again. You know what? I'm glad it was Espen's that took a while. Game, I think you're wondering why I got a low score more than I'm wondering why I got a low score. Five, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8. 8. Goodness, that one took a while. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, next one. One, two, three, 5, 6. A little off kilter, but that's okay. Alright. The cheese quality. Cheese quality is indeed cheese. Got a pretty good score considering how late we delivered that pizza. Oh, the achievements also count as Steam achievements. That's good to know. Yeah, the wait time brought me down for that one. Oh, because you whiffed the cheese click on Espen's order. Yes. We're still a rustic saucer, unfortunately. Alright, now we're getting to the good mini games. Here we go. Papa's Raceway is a classic. Just move the cursor up and down to control where you go and the coins make you faster. I don't know why money makes you go faster, but it does. Oh, we can all honk our horns. I did not realize that. Get out of my way, Quinn! Oh, it's gonna be a drag race between me and Quinn. There we go. Bruno Romano's just happy to be here, honestly. You can now send your driver out in a food truck between work days. This is okay. That's very new. What is food truck free play? Customers won't place any orders at the food truck. Just make whatever you like and see who shows up to buy it? Make anything you like during... We have none pizza left beef. That's convenient. Cuttings for weenies. They're not fond of it. We'll try again. Maybe we need to cut it. Oh, they like it. We sold one pizza. There we go. So you could just infinitely grind for money that way. That's interesting. Mario Kart logic. Yeah, I guess so. Oh, Yui! She's one of my favorite customers in the Pizzeria. And she has a special order. Ooh. Alright, it's a fresh day, chat. There's no Wonder Pets to distract us or tempt us off the good path of pizza making. Oh yeah, and this is the dining room originally. Okay, so sometimes it's dining room, sometimes it's delivery, and sometimes it's DiGiorno. When is Papa Louie gonna make his own brand of frozen pizzas? It's the next step. I whiffed on the cheese a little bit. That's alright. Let's just hope this person is lactose intolerant and is grateful that we listen to their preferences. I believe the dining room is Taylor of the Hot Doggeria fame. I like how I went to check on my pizza the second Utah walked in, like, ew, Utah, go away. Also, who names their kid Utah? I love it when they two-hand point at it like, holy crap, it's a pizza! Whoa! I assume the same person that would name their kid Oregon. True. There actually is another character named Nevada in this game. So who knows, maybe they'll have all 50 states. You are blueprints maxing too close to the sun. Oh no. Ew, who let you back in here? And with 2012 Millennial Girl? Oh, Le Pete. I assume when this guy talks, he just always sounds like the narrator from SpongeBob. Ah, the sea. Full of wonderful life. 2 hours later. This man loves his ham. Here you are, Mr. Hot Doggeria. Alright, another successful Tastyville trio. Ooh, earn free special stars when serving today's special. Alright, take your pizza and get out. I'm blueprinting maxing too close to the sun. Good luck. I think I already read that comment, but still, good luck. It's so amazing, literally with 3 times the amount of apps open on my computer right now that I normally have, my CPU usage on OBS is still less than 5%, whereas for one single app open on my Mac, it was like 10%. Alright, Lipete. He was not impressed. Alright, freeze putt. Here we go. Ah, almost hole in one. Alright. Thankfully, this is a par 5. Can we get it in free? No, but I bet we can get it in 4. Yeet! Alright, what do we got here? Ooh, payday is today. Cha-ching, let's go. Franco. Ali Kabam. Whomst? Alright, I think we will do one more day of this, and then we will go ahead and get started on the collab, because it's almost 8 p.m. my time. Alright, they want theirs well done, so that's gonna be a bit. Alright. Order number 3. Another Tastyville trio. It's always fun when you just memorize the one special and it's almost time to move to the next one. You used to call me on my cell phone. In a minute! Goodness. Hello, Patrona. Isn't that an oil company? That looks extremely scuffed, but we'll have to make it work. Let's actually start serving some of these. Oh, hello, Rhonda. I wonder if we'll ever get more than 5 customers on a day or not. Kingsley, we've been open 7 days and you visited here 4 times. I'm starting to get a little worried about your health, my guy. And now we wait. Alright, the final few cuts. Imagine getting the poor center square. Alright, nice 96%. Why is Joy's head like 3 times bigger than Roy's? Like, not just like the hair, like the entire head is larger. Customer cravings returns. I never knew it left. She's been here once. I guess this? Okay, this will be... Okay, no, I got it right every time. I'm just that goated. But alright, we have ascended to the rank of Ham Champion. And it's a prestigious rank that anyone would want to get. Forget military service, this is where it's at. But yeah, alright, that'll do it for right now of Papa's Pizzeria Deluxe. Now chat, if you will excuse me, we have other matters to attend to. I am going to try to get the gang together. And we are going to try to get golf with your friends going. I will be right back. Let me switch to the BRB. I am going to go ping everybody and get everybody ready. Until then, I will be right back. So, don't go anywhere.